to my channel. Today I'll be doing my first ever review on a bag that I've been used for over a year now, and the bag is from my favorite vintage brand, Celine. So currently I have owned 6 Celine vintage bags, and obviously it is one of my favorite vintage brand. And today I'll be talking about this horse carriage bag. So if you're interested in this bag, please keep on watching. So the horse carriage logo has always been considered as one of the most classic designs of Celine. So I'd like to spend a bit time to talk about the history of this logo and to explain why this logo is so important and so classic to the brand. So in 1945, Celine Viviana created the brand, but the horse carriage logo was not created until the year of 1966. And it is known that the logo, as you can see, it is a horse-drawn vehicle used in harness racing. And there's a saying that this logo paid tribute to the husband of Celine Viviana. And this logo was seen in bags and other leather goods such as shoes and belts. So in around 1975, the horse carriage logo was first used to design on bags. And so the horse carriage bags were produced in a time from the 70s to the 80s. So of course, obviously this bag is a design from the 1970s to the 80s, so it has been a really old bag. That is from a very long time ago. So back in recent years, Phoebe Philo, one of the most famous designers of Celine, has reintroduced this horse carriage logo back in 2018, and here are some of her designs back then. And also in the autumn-winter season of the 2020, Heidi also brought the horse carriage logo back in some of the back designs of Celine. And yeah, here are some of the designs back in 2020. So this is a brief history of the horse carriage logo. As you can see, it has been existing for quite a long time and has been considered as an important symbol of the brand. And given the bringing back of the horse carriage logo in the recent years, the vintage ones actually has become very popular again, and the price has soared very insanely. So because it is considered as a really classic piece of Celine. So that is a little bit of history of Celine and also about the horse carriage logo. I bought this bag back in April of 2021, so it has been a year. This bag was purchased from a Japanese vintage shop called the Vintage Solo. As listed by the shop, the ranking of this bag is rank BA. So here's a list of the ranking of different conditions of vintage bags. They were mostly listed out by the Japanese vintage shops. Actually, the standard of the ranking varies a bit different from various shops or sellers, but in general, the Japanese vintage shop use this ranking system to determine the condition of the bag. So this bag is ranked as BA, which is between rank A and rank B. And as you can see, to be more precise, they have also got rank AB and BA. So the difference between the rank AB and the BA is that rank AB is better. It is the condition is closer to rank A and further away from rank B. And vice versa. As for rank BA, it is closer to rank B, but not as worse as rank B. So that is a slight difference between AB and BA. But as you can see that this bag was considered to be rank BA, so we should assume there's some noticeable signs of wears and tears of the bag. So back in 2021, when I purchased this bag, I bought it at around 7,500 in Hong Kong dollars, including delivery costs from shipping from Japan to Hong Kong. Now I'll go into the details of this bag. The texture of the bag is a calfskin and it is in the black color. So let's look at the most important part of the bag, that is the buckle, this horse carriage buckle. As you can see, it is actually not that shiny anymore. The buckle has a bit of the discoloration, but I don't mind that a lot because I think it adds some sense of history to this bag. So the opening of the buckle is very special for this bag. It opened like this, and on the inside it says Celine. So yes, so close it and you hear a click. So inside the bag we've got 3 compartments, with the middle one is the biggest compartment, and actually the other 2 are quite flat. And there is also a zipper at the back of the last compartment, and on the zipper pull there is a C in a kind of an apple shape. That is very typical zipper pull in Celine vintage bags. And we also got 2 inner pockets in the main compartments. So this is the interior of the bag. And for the side, we've also got a bit of details here. As you can see, it is like a horse bit part. The strap is fixed and it's not removable, and also the same horse bit details on the other side. And at the back is nothing on it. And also we can see in the bottom of the bag, can see that it is how the bag has been divided into like 3 parts. So this is the main compartment. You can see the width is quite large actually, so it actually fits quite a large amount of stuff. So as for the strap, it also got a bit of details on this hardware, and again the hardware has been not that shiny anymore, so it also reflects on the ranking and on the price. And this strap is adjustable. It has got 4 holes here. Actually on the Japanese website, they said that the total length of this strap is around 105 centimeters long, so it should be enough for crossbody. But when I tried it on, it sits quite high on my body, so I tend to use it as a shoulder bag. And as for the production year and the location, we can see in this bag it has got a stamp says made in Italy right here, and also here also got a Celine hot stamp here, and with Celine Paris. But so this bag is made in Italy. But as for the production year, and because the introduction of a tag to show the year of production was introduced in the 1990s, and this bag was produced way before then, so this bag does not come with any tag. and we are not sure about the exact year of which this bag was produced. But then I have inquired the Japanese shop owner about this bag, and they said yes, it's a design back in the 70s and 80s, so it's believed that it is back from that era. So as you can see, it's around 30 or 30 something, or even 40 years old. So it has been a really historical piece. And so that's it for like the overview of this bag. So now I have come to the what fits part of this video. I have a list of a bunch of stuff in front of me that I will show you later to put those inside and to give you an impression of how much it can fit or what combinations of stuff that you can put inside the bag. So as I've mentioned, the compartments are quite large actually, and it can fit quite a lot of stuff. So first I can put in a short wallet. So actually I have not been using this wallet now because I tend to bring less stuff out with me. I now use this card holder, but I like to also talk about this too. So this short wallet is from the brand Bellroy. Yeah, it is not a very expensive wallet, but the quality is quite good. It got some enough card slots, and yeah. So this short wallet can go inside of the bag like this. And as for this card holder, it is a really beautiful design, as you can see, and actually it is from a handmade brand in Hong Kong. So the brand is called Broken Fingers. You can search them on the Instagram, 100% handmade. And this design with this painting on this natural leather, it is, I think it is a limited edition, so you cannot find this design anymore. So it's just a very flat card holder, and of course I can also put it inside. And next I have my phone case. So my phone is rather old. It is iPhone XR, so and in the small size. So yeah, I don't like to use large phones. So this is quite small, but it can of course go inside straight here. The height is okay, you can see. So next we've got this key holder. It is also a vintage piece from Celine. You can see the Triumph logo here. It is a 6-ring key holder. Yeah, it's got some width here, so it can also be put in the main compartment here. And I know some of the girls tend to bring cosmetics out, like this powder and lipstick. Actually, I don't bring these two out with me, but I just put it inside as a reference, so it can also fit inside. The main compartment. And I put the lipstick here. And what I tend to bring with me is hand cream, because my hands are very dry. So I got this hand cream. It can be put in the front compartment here, and yeah, it actually quite stuffed here. Also, I tend to bring these two with me, tissues and wet tissues, because I don't use hand sanitizer. My hands are very dry and sensitive, so I tend to use these wet tissues instead to clean myself. So just put these two at the back here, you can see. And I can also fit a mask holder, holder here in this one. Fits right here. Okay, so it has been quite stuffy here. It can actually fit quite a bit also in here. So I'll put this one. And this is a little recycled bag. Actually, it's a very special one because it's handmade by a dear friend. It's just a small one. Yeah, I like to bring this up with me in case I need to buy anything. You can use this little bag, and it's quite thin, so I can also put this here. And actually I also got the sunglasses. It is not from Zoff. It is from Zoff, yeah, Zoff pouch, but it's been quite stuffy, so maybe if I remove this one and the short wallet, because I have got the card holder, actually I can put this right in. So here are all the stuff that I can put inside, and actually it has become quite thick. I try to close it. Yeah, it works. But then you can see the sides, it is quite flat and bulky here because of the amount of stuff I've put inside. So because the weight of this bag is actually quite heavy itself, so I tend not to bring so much stuff. So in a more realistic case, I will not bring the sunglasses. I tend to hold my phone in my hand or in my trousers, in my pants pockets actually. In the reality, I think I will reorganize it like this, removing a few stuff here, and as I close it, it's much easier and it's not as bulky. Yeah, it's slimmer and easier to use. So this is about what can fit inside this bag. So it has come to the last part of this video. So do I recommend this bag? Well, I can say for myself that I personally love this bag. So do I recommend it for myself? Definitely yes. But do I recommend for you? So I think it's hard to just say yes or no. So actually I will have some factors to consider whether you like to use this price to buy a vintage bag like this one. So first of all, this bag is actually quite expensive in terms of vintage piece, and the mostly reason is because of the horse carriage buckle, of course, and because of the coming back of this buckle in the modern bags, the vintage ones has become quite expensive. So you have to ask yourself whether you really like or really fancy this horse carriage buckle. As for myself, I really like the look of this bag and I really like this big buckle. There are different types, there are many different types of horse carriage buckles of Celine Vintage. This is the most classic, typical ones is the big one in a rectangular shape, but there are various types. There are small ones, there are some in rounder shapes. Yeah, there are a lot of different types of buckle. So those may be a bit less pricey than the classic one. So you have to ask yourself whether you really love this horse carriage buckle and in this style that you must purchase this bag. Yeah, if you are not, then you actually don't have to purchase this bag, or not in the big buckle. You can actually choose the small one, which is less pricey, and you may also choose some other versions of the horse vintage bag, because as I've mentioned, This one is made of calfskin. It's whole leather bag, and because of the amount of leather used in this bag, it is actually quite heavy. So it has been a reason why I didn't reach for this bag as much because of its weight, but because I really love the design, so I'm not going to let it go. But if you're really concerned about the weight of a bag, you actually have other options. You don't necessarily need to buy a calfskin one. So actually they have got different texture, and I have recently purchased another one in the cloth. So yeah, of course this is not a horse carriage logo, it is a Triumph logo, but then they have got this cloth texture bag, and comparing the two, this is of course much more lighter in weight, and it's very easy for me to carry this bag because it's very lightweight. And yeah, of course this bag is not as big as the 3-compartment bag. It's just one big compartment, and but mainly because of the cloth used in this bag, so it's much lighter in weight than this one. So if you're concerned about weight, so I would recommend that don't choose the calfskin one because it can be really heavy, and also it's because of the texture of this leather, it is quite easy to have scratches on it, whereas the cloth one, of course, it's more carefree. You don't have to worry a lot about having scratch in the bag. So if you have these concerns, I recommend not getting a leather one. Other than the leather one and the cloth one, actually there are also other options in terms of the texture. We've got some horse carriage bag in the PVC version with the Triumph monogram, so that I think that will be also lighter in weight. And also I've saw some bags that were made into suede, so I'm not sure about the weight, but that is another option you can have. And also actually the horse carriage bags comes in different colors, and of course the most classic one is black and gold, and that's why I choose black. There are some rarer colors that will be more pricey. So I've saw some like in wine red or some in white color. So those are considered to be or the caramel color. So those are considered to be the unicorn colors. And the price of those, of course, will be more expensive than just the black one. So you can also think about the colors and the texture and also the style of the buckle you want if you're interested in the horse carriage bag. And also about the length of the strap. So as I have mentioned, the length is actually not quite comfortable for crossbody. It is considered to be a long strap actually, but not really that long enough for you to comfortably use it as a crossbody bag. As I have talked with some vintage shop owners, those horse carriage bags with the longer strap tend to be more expensive, and actually much more expensive than a short one. So see if this is thing matter to you, if you would like this bag to be a crossbody bag, or if you're fine with it only being a shoulder bag. So as for me, actually I wish that the strap can be longer because of the bulkiness and the weight of this bag. I think it will be more comfortable to wear it as a crossbody instead of a shoulder bag. But I didn't concern this enough to for me to like let go of this bag or buy another one with a longer strap. I don't have such effort to do that, so I just stick with this bag. I think it is fine for me, and it actually look good wearing it just as a shoulder bag. So if you are to purchase the horse carriage bag and you're concerned about the length of the strap, make sure you check with the seller about this information, because it can be quite different in the price, and also the longer strap are harder to come by. They're quite rare because in those old days people don't really use crossbody bags, so they don't need such long strap. So that is another thing you can consider if you are to buy this horse carriage bag. So that has come to the end of today's video. What do you guys think about the horse carriage bag? Do you think it's timeless and classic, or do you think it's not your cup of tea? Drop a comment below and let me know. Also, will you guys be interested in seeing my other Celine vintage bags? Let me know. So thank you very much for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.